We have 9 days left, so it's really important now that you look for your gap to the goal on the students. It's really important to look at your gap to goal on finances and start setting a plan of what you're going to have to do to make that happen. Someone just sent me the stats. Dave Hart just sent me his stats. His goal was 20,000 this month. I wish he was on here so I can congratulate him in front of everyone. He's already at 21, so he exceeded his goal. So if I was Dave right now, I would see, okay, what's my best month ever, and see if he could kind of set that as new goal. He's already made his goal for October, so he's got to make it really, really special. If you're sitting there, hey, I need 10 more students to make my goal, what am I going to do between now and the end of October to make those goals? One of the things I thought, if you just send out that email that Rainmaker recommends to your prospect list, are you still interested in martial arts? It's probably the most powerful 8 words that for an email going out. But if you send that to a couple hundred people, I'm sure you can get 5 or 6 saying yes. So if they're still interested in martial arts, they know they want to do it, so you have 9 days to get them on the phone and get them in for a trial program, 2-lesson, whatever you're going to sell them or offer them. But that'd be a really good way to kind of hit those goals at the end of this month. Same thing when if you're doing your Halloween party on this weekend. Well, if you do your Halloween party on this weekend, the month doesn't end until next Thursday, so there's still ways to get people to come back in. So if you're giving away trial classes at your Halloween party or whatever you're doing, try to get people to schedule those for Monday or Tuesday. That still gets an opportunity for enrollment. So there's still plenty of time to get enrollments before the end of the month. But for November is sort of like October, where we just have a real lot of stuff that we could do. If you remember back to last November, November is also called Movember. It's a month that's dedicated to men's health. If you go to a website, it's called us.movember.com. It all talks about what Movember is really about. It's dedicated towards men's health. It originally started to give men awareness of different type of cancers that only men get, like prostate cancer. Then it kind of expanded to men who are depressed and they need mental health, and so it talks about depression and preventing suicide. Then it turned out just keeping men healthy. So how do we get men to live longer through fitness and through eating right, things like that. So it's a really good opportunity to do stuff for men. So you can have your adult classes could be side-by-side training. Side-by-side training would be where when guys come in, they want to invite a friend. And there's a reason to invite a friend, because if you have a friend that you really care for and you want your friend to be healthier, you want your friend to have a longer life, bring them to our classes. Let's show them what it's all about. If you want to do something bigger and you want to do like a punch and lunch, where you do a buddy class for guys, including a lunch. Now you maybe do this on a Saturday afternoon, sometime in November. Guys are coming in, they're training. After training, you have bring in some barbecue from a local restaurant or something. Give everyone lunch. This gives the guests a chance to stay around. I really like this because your students are going to start talking about testimonials, because you're going to ask certain questions, and that's going to sell your program. So you don't have to make any type of special offer. You're just building interest. So everyone's coming around and say, hey, Tom, you've been here, for 6 months? What's your experience been like? So now you put Tom on front, and Tom goes, man, I love this class. That's why I brought my friend here. I love the program. In the 6 months I've been here, man, I've learned so much. I've even lost 10 pounds. So by you asking questions and getting testimonials, they're going to sell the program for you. Let's say Johnny Karate sporting a mustache. The whole idea with Movember is this is where guys grow mustache. That's how we get awareness. Like for breast cancer awareness, people wear pink. But for Movember, people grow mustaches and they have mustache contests, and that's to bring awareness. Hey, how come you have a mustache? Well, this is Movember. We're talking about men's health, and I'm really worried about that. Last year, a couple of our schools had contests within the schools, who can grow the best mustache, who had the best looking mustache. They put that on Facebook. So you put pictures of a few of your guys on Facebook with their mustaches and say, hey, everyone, especially the men, this is awareness for men's health, and maybe you have a free offer. They can train the month of November for a $10 donation that goes to the Movember movement. But the best thing is, I just gave you a few ideas, but get on this website. The website even has things like Johnny Karate's in Brooklyn. So he's going to do an event for Movember, and he's going to do a free workshop for men. They will post it on their website, and they'll promote his event through usamovember.com. So tons of opportunities. Just check out their website. Another thing we want to do for November is some type of food drive, something where we can help people have a better Thanksgiving. Paul Garcia goes all out. He does a whole basket drive that used to be recommended by Tony Robbins, where his students have turkeys and they donate turkeys. They build up these baskets, and they actually deliver them to poorer families in his neighborhood. Real labor intensive, very, very cool, but people feel really part of it. But if you can't do that, just doing a food drive, maybe doing a Parents Night Out this month. Parents Night Out, you can pay $20, or you can bring in 5 cans of food. Maybe you're going to do just have kids, bring in cans of food, but have them do some type of the packing. So if you're putting in boxes, you're putting food in different boxes, have your students participate in it. Because, part of our thing as a martial arts school and becoming the lighthouse is really doing something about the community. So now your students are learning the punching, blocking, kicking. They're learning their life skills, but they're also involved in a community event. So food drive and donations, that should be a must-do for November. Because it's Thanksgiving, we show appreciation to our students. We show thanks. I really recommend we do a Student Appreciation Day. Now, this doesn't have to be crazy planned. This could be a Saturday, and your regular Saturday classes are by schedule, but now they're open up to everyone. So if you have a women's self-defense class, that's part of your program, like Johnny's got a women's kickboxing class. Well, this would be a good time to invite everyone, all families and everything, where people can come in, they can watch their kids take a class, and then they can try the kickboxing class. Or maybe you're doing a special weapons class, choose your own weapon. So kids can come in, they can do a weapons class. It's not part of the regular program. It's just showing appreciation. But at the same time, they're trying different programs. Their parents are trying different programs. They're bringing friends in because maybe after class on that Saturday, you're having some food so they can have a little demonstration. But a Student Appreciation Day is a really good opportunity for marketing and get guests to come in November. So I'll just read my notes here. Student Appreciation Day, classes to experience different things, special classes, demonstrations, bring in guests, have some type of food. Again, don't stress about this. Do it on a Saturday schedule, and simply special classes instead of regular classes. So you can have a women's empowerment class, choose your weapon class, you can have a family class. So your kids' class can turn into family class for that day. All the parents come in. They can hold pads for the kids. Kids can teach the kids or the parents how to do some kicks or punches. Maybe we can have a teach a buddy class. So you bring in a buddy in, and you can get to teach the buddy a jump kick on a pad. Maybe you can do a board breaking class where, one of these classes on Saturday is all about board breaking. Kids can come in, parents can come in. But just a day of giving appreciation for all your students, tie it into Thanksgiving. It's a thing that you want to give back. Thanksgiving week is a chance for doing camp opportunities. I was talking to Melanie Strauss. She's charging $50 a day. She's doing a camp day on Wednesday because in her area, a lot of kids don't have school the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. This is a really good opportunity for a day. Some parents are still working. They haven't had time off yet. Other parents and moms are trying to get ahead with their cooking for Thanksgiving. So they'd really like to have their kids spend the day with you the day before Thanksgiving. She's also doing one Friday, because Friday some parents will go back to work. Other parents want to do their Black Friday shopping. So if they have a place to bring their kids, they really like it. So 2 opportunities here. You can do $50 a day. I had one client last year. He did $75 for both days. You had to sign up for both days. You can take one, but it was $75 for a day camp, and the $75 was either for one day, or if you want to come for 2 days, you come for 2 days. The biggie for November is the holiday sale. I put out the video I did last year. It's called the Upgraded Holiday Sale. It's on the Rainmakers Business Solution. The first 5 or 6 minutes of that talks about Movember, and then the rest of that is on the holiday sale. And I really model Tom Baker. Tom Baker's got a school in Arizona. He does great on the holiday sale. Last year he did $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. I don't know. It was in that area. I think the success of his sale, it's a sale and a party together. So it's a party, people come in. He really has a nice spread for food. He's got tables set up for everything he's selling. So if he's selling birthday parties at a discount for his holiday sale, he's got a table set up. He's got a birthday cake on the table. Actually, he slices the cake up so when people come to that table, they can get a piece of the birthday cake. He's got a sword because part of his birthday parties includes cutting the cake with a sword. He's got that displayed. He's got goodie bags that the kids get from the birthday party. So when they go to the birthday party table, it's set up like this is what's all included in the birthday party. And then he's selling his birthday parties at a discount on the holiday sale. William and I were talking last week about the holiday sale. Selling trinkets, as much as I love the Century catalog, you have to sell quite a bit of product to make a good amount of money. But if you're selling services and you're selling programs that don't really have a lot of cost with it, there's a lot of profit. So birthday parties is probably something that you can do at your school for under $100. Maybe you currently charge now $395. If you discounted $100, you're going to sell quite a few birthday parties. You get a lot of parents that want to do or maybe their kids have a birthday in January, February, and March. They want to get it early, save $100. You will sell some. He does an upgrade program. He's got his hyper table. Well, in his hyper table, he's got a monitor, and they're showing hyper videos. He's got a big banner up there for hyper. He's got all the T-shirts, all the shorts, and everything involved in the hyper program. He's got hyper weapons. So that's a table that maybe his hyper class is $55 a month. But if you enroll that day for a year, you may be doing it for $40 a month. So he's saving $15 a month. People sign up. He goes, well, since you're signing up, we do have the T-shirts, we do have the shorts, and so he's going to sell other things as add-on. So the whole idea is to sell people into hyper. And then, well, since Christmas is coming, if you want to get the gear, if you want to get the commas, you want to get the bow staff, it's a good time for them to order those. Another table he has would just be a table full of stockings. Each stocking has a gift certificate for a free class. He actually gives these to people. He's giving these to people in order for them to use these and maybe give them away at a office party for during the holidays. So people go to an office party and they can give someone at the office a stocking. Inside the stocking is a white belt. Around the white belt is a certificate for classes. So now he's giving away classes to his students, and the students aren't going to keep those for themselves because it's a beginner program. They're going to give it to his friends. So watch that video. There's probably 10 different tables. I can't think of them all right now, but it's a great idea. Holiday sale should bring you a lot of money. You should have a couple things on your holiday sale that are big ticket items. Now, a big ticket item is not like a Wave Master. A big ticket item is something you're selling for $5,000 to $7,000. Sal just jumped on. Last year, Sal did that. If you signed up for 2 years, you paid for 2 years, you get a third year for free. So basically, you're getting 33% off. He did really good at selling those last year. This year, we're talking to Tom Baker. His big item is 5 years for $5,000. It also includes 1 year of testing. Now, Tom's going to try to sell 5 of these because last year he was short of 100,000 by about 25,000. So he said, if I can sell 5 programs for 5 years at $5,000, that's 25 grand. I mean, if you had a smaller school and you sold 1 and you brought in 5 grand in November extra, that's huge. I mean, that's your Christmas shopping, and that's doing things for your instructors, taking them out to dinner. It could make a difference. If you have a larger school, like you have 100, 150 students, you could sell 2 or 3 of those. Again, that's huge. Tom is also selling 2 lifetime memberships for 7. The thing behind that is I'm talking to a parent loves my school. One of the stipulations is with Tom is you have to be a student for at least a year to buy one of these programs. What he wants to do is make sure that if someone is buying these programs, you already have a student that's committed. It's not someone who's just excited because they took 1 trial class. Now, these students have been there for a while because he doesn't want people getting upset that they bought something for $5,000 and having some type of buyer's remorse. So he limits that to you have to be a student for a year. So now he's got 2 programs. They sell a lifetime membership for 7. Because if I have someone who just bought 5 years for 5, and I go, for another $2,000, I mean, your child's only 12 years old. I mean, he's going to be 17. You do a lifetime membership. If he takes some time off in high school, I mean, always have a lifetime to use this. It's only $2,000 more. So will he sell a couple of those? I imagine. So those are what I mean by big ticket items. If you're doing like your 2-year leadership black belt program and you're giving 25% off that at the holiday sale and you're selling 2 or 3 of those, again, that could be a $3,500 item. 1 or 2 of those can make a huge difference. Of course, you have your smaller items. You have 1 table that's just set up with your Century catalogs, and you have a list where people can sit down. On each table, you should have a staff member or salesperson. So behind the birthday party table, I want to make sure it's the person who does birthday parties because they're passionate about birthday parties. Who's ever working your pro shop, they're going to be sitting there at the table where people have the catalogs because they know sizes. They know, if this person is looking to buy gear, well, this is the size gear you're going to need. Want to get this uniform, this is great. You wear a size certain uniform. If you're getting this, you also want to buy that. So they're working in upselling and cross-selling. So you want to make sure you have a person at each table. So they're giving advice, getting people to buy these things. And at every table, I would have a method of payment. In the past, we used to have like just a checkout, and everyone's waiting to check out and buy all their stuff. If you just have your square, 1 at each table, and people can take payments at the table, everything goes real smooth. It's real easy. And again, a holiday sale, 2 ways to do it. Most people do it 3 hours. So it's kind of a feeding frenzy. We're going to do this on Saturday. We're going to start at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to end at 1:30 in the afternoon. Everyone's coming in. Of course, if someone's out of town or something, you can make an exception. Mr. Gavento likes to do his like they do at Costco. Costco does a sale, and it's not just for 1 day. It could be 3 weeks. So people have a time to think it over, talk to the parents, come and ask you questions. So 2 ways of doing it. Mr. Gavento did really, really good last year. In fact, because he's doing it over a 3-week period, I think he already sold 1 5-year membership. He did that like last weekend. So he's already made money on his holiday sale opportunity. He put together a bunch of nice flyers that he either emailed or could hand out to people. But it's got everything that he's offering. So if you're offering testing fees, people can prepay testing fees. If you're offering parents' night outs, so people can prepay for parents' night outs. If you're offering maybe what do I call it, tournaments. If you're doing inter-school tournaments, so you do 4 a year, and if people prepay now, they're paying for 3 tournaments and they get 4. Start advertising that and put it together in some type of package or flyers. But for all those details, that was like a 12-minute preview of that. To get the details, just watch the video. I put it, I think, 2 weeks ago. So if you just scroll down on the Rainmakers Business Solution page, you'll find it there.
Did that one have the pictures of the tables, Mr. Silva?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep. And the reason I picked, Ellen Baker does a real nice job. So when you walk into school, she has like stars and snowflakes hanging from the ceilings. She has a couple of Christmas trees. She has a blow up of a snowman. I mean, it looks like a Christmas sale, Christmas party at any high-end mall. And the reason I like those images is because most karate people are visual. It's easier to, okay, I see this, I get it. I told people to decorate tables one time, and someone took some like colored foil and put red foil on all the tables, and that was all the decorations. That doesn't cut it. I mean, it's better than nothing, but if you can do it, spend some time on some decorations. If this is an event where you're going to make $20,000, you're going out and spending $500-600 on some cool decorations. It's really, really good.
When do you do this event? Like, what day would be good if we were going to do this event?
The week before, the week after Thanksgiving are good events or good times. A lot of people like to do it the week before Thanksgiving, before people spend their money on other things.
Okay. My question also is, do you guys all have holiday parties in December or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Most schools
We have it at the middle of December.
Yeah, middle of December before Christmas, they have a holiday party. We do 2. I do one staff holiday party and then one for all my students and parents.
Okay. And then my last question, I just had it in my brain. And when do people usually, like, for example, I'm doing this quarterly testing thing, like most of you guys now. I used to never do it, and I'm going to do a testing in November. I'm just trying to balance out. I try not to have, like, every weekend, like, people feel like there's a million things happening. Of course, this event is a free event. We're just going to be trying to make sales that day, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sales, build rapport.
Okay, that's it. That's my only questions. Thank you.
If you're gonna, for this, it's like try to think a little bit different. So it's like I'm gonna serve food, but I'm not gonna just put a pizza out there. What I'm gonna do is a local grocery store, have them put together some sandwiches, a fruit plate, and things like that. So it's gonna be like a nicer type buffet than just throwing some pizza boxes and open those boxes up. So it's
my mom cooks, so I got this. My mom likes doing this cooking thing.
Okay.
She can cook Puerto Rican food. Everyone's just like, all right, is your mom cooking? And I'm like, I got you guys.
It's funny how you say that. We have Efren Valentin in Connecticut. We do instructor college. It's a Puerto Rican family. When we do instructor colleges, the family comes in with all kinds of food. I go, you kidding? This is halfway through the college. This guy's going to die. So, yeah, I could see that.
Exactly what I do. It came as bad because my mom catered last time. Like, people have to bring food this time, but I will again cater, and then my mom, then other people will bring food. But yeah.
Okay, I know. Well, you and I can talk about testing when we get into just our one-on-one coaching. Any questions or comments?
No.
All right, cool. If you think of something, just write to me. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And William's back, so we'll talk to William tomorrow at 12 noon. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you.